market. Take a look at TSLA, Tesla, and this is an interesting stock as they come out with a bigger loss than expected, but their revenues doubled, and we're looking for a choppy time in it actually here over the coming months. There's all kinds of bullish analysts based on their ability through robotics to get a better production done, and they expect to be all on time on the Model 3 and all that. But the stock has already had a massive upside move. We're actually looking for a chop in here between 295 and 330 and there 325 over these next several months that you can see right there. So I think that the big move is over. That engulfing pattern is a pretty good warning there as we look at Tesla. Down about 3% on the week, and these earnings reports really don't seem to mean anything. Let's take a look now as we look at HLF, Herbalife. This in here, you could see our cyclic patterns in here also. We did not give it this much credit. You know, we thought where it turned over here was going to be basically the peak right here on Herbalife. Their earnings missed, but they came out with really strong outlook. And now what we're looking for in this pattern is just a corrective period right in here. So if you look at the corrective periods, that's these cycle periods, the bottom half of them, and that's where we are right now. So it's likely that there's going to be a correction here in Herbalife, and that would take you about a month's time, and then we'll probably be able to get some better upside after that. So we're going to look for a pullback in Herbalife coming up in these next several weeks. The next stock that I want to talk about is an interesting one. Triple D, that's 3D Systems. This stock has been in a very unusual pattern, something that we don't see that often, and that is a consolidation that's lasted for a year. Take a look here as we look at this pattern, and you can see as it got down to like $6 over here, this big decline that went on here was a lot of fear about, well, not being able to make a lot of money because there was hubs being set up where you could just use other people's software and then get a not have to buy all the equipment. But there's such a huge growth in the uses for 3D printers, especially in the medical area, manufacturing area, that if 3D can get on board with that, it'll have a huge breakout and a big spike. Generally, what happens when you get into these type of patterns is that you see this move from like 6 to 19, that's $13. Once you break out, you get another $13, which would take it up close to $30 right over there. You have beautiful cycle pattern in here essentially. As you see, this was a negative pattern. You could see the declining right in there, but then you got this nice cyclic patterns going right in here, and the bottom formed, and then that next rising phase, look, it gets right up to the top there. If you get over that area of about just over $17, especially over that 1760 number, you could spike on the upside. Now look what happened on their earnings report. Their earnings missed, but you have this great pattern. Look at this. The stock sells off on earnings. See that big tail right there? Happened on Thursday. And then it moves up pretty sharply in here. There's something really nice when you look at that pattern. And man, I wouldn't be surprised to see a breakout coming soon in here and a pretty strong upside move in Triple D.
I've been